Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. Today we are currently going with the letter L in my collection and I'm doing Lime Crime. And I don't know much from them to be fair, but I own a little bit. It was a brand that caught my attention through really my daughter, my youngest daughter, for the hair dye. And I bought a couple of things from them, but not many. It just wasn't a brand I've really seen a lot of people take interest in. But there was a few people that took interest in a couple of the palettes, so I did get a couple. And then I think with it, like I ordered it from Ulta, I think, and it came with like some free things. So for an example, um, I got a free little lipstick, which I'm wearing, and a lip gloss one time. I'm wearing the Diamond Crusher, which that's what's on top of the lipstick, and the lipstick is in. Yeah, we're not reading it, but it's it's called a plushies, and it's like a velvet type of liquid lip, where this is liquid lip. It dried down real quick, and I don't know. I don't care for this. It looked pretty, like in the center of my lips, the glitter did, but I don't care for the way it dries down. I ended up having to top it with this, the candy glaze, because it was just so drying. For the rest of my face, let's go through it. I'm wearing the Lancome Care and Glow foundation. I'm wearing the Charlotte Tilbury under eye concealer with my Sigma corrector. I set the T-zone and under my eyes with the Stay Matte by Rimmel. The rest of my face with Lawless. Bronzer is the Too Faced Golden Cocoa Natural Chocolate. Y'all, I'm getting there. I'll have this finished by the end of the year. I'm determined. And then I use my Charlotte Tilbury, this palette here, in Beautifying Pillow Talk Beautifying Face Palette. I'm wearing that blush and this highlighter, the top row basically, in which I really like the way that looks. And then the palette I chose from Lime Crime is the Prelude Exposed. It's one of the littler ones. I have a couple of this kind, and this particular color story is Cool Tones. It's right up my alley, where I'm at now. I don't think I cared for this when I first got it because I was into more warm tones, but to be fair, it's a nice looking palette today. So the first shade we're going to go into is Virgin, which is this pinky shade, and I just picked it up and just kind of like ran it all over just to sort of set. I'm using the Sigma Ignite for the base for the eye, and I kind of just ran that all over, which did give it a little bit of a pinky tint to, but nothing major. You can't really see it. I didn't build it up or anything like that. And then I went into the shade Nude, which is this shade right here. Like, I will say this palette was pretty quick and easy to create a look, to be fair. Like, there really wasn't too much thought process, and I will say the shadows performed well. Now, how old is this palette, you may ask? It's old. I won't even pretend to guess, because this would have been, I would have gotten these in the very beginning of my makeup journey. Yeah. And I realized, I think the reason is they came out with a unicorn collection, and it just connected to my inner child. I don't know how to explain that one, because I look at it now going, what were you exactly thinking? It was and I know it was back in the beginning because I have some lipsticks and they're hot pink, and I only wore the hot pink when I first started getting back into makeup. So I can tell you exactly when I got into Lime Crime. We're going to go into Abyss now, which is this dark purpley cool tone shade. It's like a purple taupe almost. It's really pretty. To be fair, I kind of really enjoyed playing with this palette. Only because it was very easy. Like, I wasn't scared of any of these shades at all. They all went on very easy, very effortlessly. And I think the look is just gorgeous, to be fair. It's stunning. I'm running that same shade right under the lower lash line. I'm going to take Storm and put it all over the lid. And this is like a gray silver metallic shade. I'm telling you, these shades just perform really well. Do I think it's worth the price point? Probably not, to be fair. The packaging is pretty. If you like that type of packaging, it's not like fancy or anything like that, but it is pretty. It's not childlike, or by no means. It's more like mythology type of, like Greek, like that. And that's the way almost all their packaging is, except for that unicorn one. We're going to take the shade Aphrodisia right here, and I'm going to put that in the inner corner. I use my Tarte Fake Awake in white for the waterline. Okay, and then I'm going to line with Immortal, which is this black slate type of shade. And I'm going to line the top lash line and bottom. And I know that Lime Crime has had a lot of controversy, so I'm well aware of that. And that's not what this video is about. It's just about the makeup. And I will say that this is nothing unusual now, these colors. Again, back in the day it could have been, to be fair. But in today, in the palettes that I have, no. And I haven't been on a Lime Crime to see what they've been selling, and I couldn't tell you how long, to be fair. I know they're still in business, but their hair care is kind of the only thing, and only because I have a daughter who's younger who, likes to dye her hair colors. But as far as like makeup wise, it's been a long time since I've even seen them launch something, to be fair. Even like, not that I've checked on it, but even that came across my feed. But I will say this palette is pretty. It does create a very pretty look, and not necessarily an everyday, well, it is kind of, it's not completely like a regular neutral, you know what I mean? Because it's got this Aphrodisia, which is like a white blue almost kind of shade. But it is kind of interesting how they did put these shades together, and I do like the way they did that. Don't get me wrong, but you know, price point wise, packaging, it is a nice cardboard. The picture is pretty. It's a palette. That's kind of where I'm at with it. We're going to use the Lash Clash on the top lashes in black. I don't think that it's anything in today's market that's extraordinary. And I think that that's just where I'm at with this at this point. I was really looking at my Lime Crime palettes, and they're pretty much, I have the same feeling. The formula is nothing special now. The color stories are nothing special now. So I don't know what they've been up to as of late. So I'm only basing this off of what I have. You know what I mean? So take that into consideration. But if this is something, you know, that you do like, they are still around. I don't know if the palettes are still around, or if they've changed formulas or anything like that, but the formula is good. Okay. And now we're going to do Lancome for the bottom lashes. And we're done. So the palette seems to be self-explanatory as far as like creating a look. It created a basic cool tone neutral look with a slight twist for the inner corner, but you know, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I don't think that this brand is known anymore for this sort of stuff, to be fair. I think it is more known for its like hair dye and stuff like that, and colors. Even back in the day, the color stories were so unique or so different than what was on the market anyway. But that's all I have for you today for the letter L in Lime Crime. Let me know what you think. Do you have any of their palettes? Did you ever even purchase any of them? I'm curious. But I do enjoy the look. The look is beautiful. It really is. It's a beautiful color story. So I do enjoy that part. And it was easy to use, easy to blend. The color story makes sense. So, you know, there you go. It's an eyeshadow palette. That's all I can give you guys, really. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all that way you're notified when I upload. I upload every day but Sunday. However, I may not be uploading that much, to be fair, because I'm kind of going through it. So we're going to upload when we can. We're not going to stress about it. And we'll continue on with the alphabet unless the new palette comes in. And that's that. And I will see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe and take care of yourself. Bye.